They're trying to rewrite that initial narrative that was out there that basically Shedeur is wasting everyone's time.
But I think, and Dillon certainly thinks, that there is going to be a world in which Shadur sets foot in a football game.
Big shakeup in Cleveland today. Insider whispers are spilling that the Browns are cooking up something major behind the scenes.
And we can only control what we can control. But yeah, I don't want to speak for anyone in particular. And,
And the name on everyone's lips? Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur himself, it wasn't Dillon. It was clear that this was made from the Browns, and I do think that's what's interesting about this is because I think any time the Browns leak any report about Shadur, it ends up backfiring, even if it's a well-intentioned one like this, which is to tell Shadur fans.
Word is the franchise is quietly setting the stage for him to become the face of their future. For the first time, it looks like the Browns are fully locked in on grooming Shadur for that starting spot. And they're clearing up every bit of drama tied to his name before he officially steps under those bright NFL lights. Dillon Gabriel's situation still up in the air, but insiders are saying with full confidence,
we're going to play your guy at some point this year. Just be patient. Well, and I'm sure a lot of people think like myself. It's like, yeah, Jimmy Haslam already told us he was going to play this year. Like if you just listen to Jimmy Haslam, we'd have both quarterbacks be playing.
Shedeur's moment is right around the corner, and when it hits, it's going to flip the whole game in Cleveland. Sources say the Browns are being smart this time. They know Shedeur's got a massive fan base that won't tolerate him being sidelined again. So now they're rewriting the story, making sure everyone knows he's no longer being held back. The front office is going all in to maximize his potential, both on and off the field. They want his name tied to wins, leadership, and star power. Analysts are noticing this switch up too. The sudden shift from critics dragging Shadur to people hyping him up isn't random. It's a strategy, a slick move to make sure no haters can twist the story or throw shade on his rise. And it looks like Jimmy Haslam is the mastermind behind it all.
Flacco, can't get it done anymore. So bring Shedeur Sanders up with the young kid, the lefty, and now you're first and second.
Before the season kicked off, he even said both rookies would get a fair shot. And now that statement's starting to make sense. Every step seems carefully calculated to keep the Browns in control of the narrative, while Shadur inches closer to that QB throne. Meanwhile, Dillon Gabriel's name is starting to take some hits. Reporter Mary Kay Cabot threw subtle shade after the Browns lost to the Vikings, pointing out how Gabriel threw 2 touchdowns but still couldn't seal the deal when it mattered most. Now she's hinting again that maybe it's time for Shadur to slide in as QB2, right behind Dillon, just to keep that pressure real. Mary Kay Cabot was locked in during that Browns game, and she didn't hold back one bit. Right after the final whistle, she jumped on Twitter to call out Dillon Gabriel's shaky performance, pointing straight at his struggle to handle the defensive heat when the pressure kicked in. She made it clear. Gabriel had the moment to close it out and blew it.
I've been through weeks of prep, and a bunch of them, if you go back, but you just continue to attack it with your process and how you want to accomplish that. But I think it's us coming together, like I said, not to be cliche or keep saying the same thing, but
that missed last-minute touchdown, it stung bad, and Mary Kay made sure everyone knew it. But here's where it gets spicy. Her criticism wasn't just about the loss. It was also a subtle reminder of what Gabriel had said before kickoff. Just days earlier, he'd taken a slick jab at Shedeur Sanders, brushing off any talk about outside noise and claiming he was locked in on the team. But when it came time to prove it on the field, that calm confidence vanished fast. Under real pressure, Gabriel lost his rhythm, and the Browns' chance at victory slipped right through his hands. Before that game, Gabriel was talking big, standing firm on his beliefs, saying he didn't care about fame or comparisons. He wanted everyone to see him as a humble leader, a guy who put the team first. But fans couldn't help noticing how those team-first comments felt like quiet shots aimed right at Shedeur Sanders. Now, after that rough loss to Minnesota, those same quotes are starting to sound hollow, like words without weight. The Browns were so close to pulling off that win, but Gabriel's collapse in the clutch has opened up a whole new conversation. It's not just Mary Kay questioning him anymore. Other analysts are joining in, wondering if Gabriel really has the poise to finish when it counts. Even Rex Ryan jumped in, saying that if Shedeur Sanders had been given the backup role, the outcome could have been totally different. Ryan even went as far as calling Coach Stefanski's decision to keep Joe Flacco as QB2 a missed opportunity, a bold statement that sent shockwaves through the Browns community. What's wild is that this is the same Rex Ryan who once clowned Shadur for not putting in enough work. Now, he's switching sides, saying Shadur should be next in line to play. That flip says a lot about how fast the narrative is changing in Cleveland. It's becoming clear that the Browns front office is quietly pushing Shadur closer to the spotlight, building the story step by step until his debut feels inevitable. All signs are pointing in one direction. The Browns are definitely setting the stage for Shedeur Sanders. Every move, every shift in tone screams preparation for his rise. It's a promising signal that Shedeur's future with the team is not just secure, it's glowing. From the outside, it might look like just another week in Cleveland, but behind closed doors, the franchise is moving like a chess master. They're cleaning up his public image, reshaping the narrative, and putting all the right pieces in place to make sure when Shedeur steps onto that field, it's not by accident, it's by design. The comparison between him and Dillon Gabriel tells the whole story. While Gabriel keeps slipping in clutch moments, the buzz around Shadur keeps building. Insiders say the Browns are preparing for a quiet quarterback transition, one that's been in the works since Jimmy Haslam first dropped that comment about giving both rookies a fair shot. That wasn't just talk, it was the plan all along. And now, with Mary Kay Cabot calling out Gabriel's lack of composure and Rex Ryan suddenly flipping sides to support Shadur, the writing's on the wall. This isn't luck or coincidence. This is a carefully plotted move by the Browns to make sure Shadur is fully ready when his number's called. For Shadur, this moment could define everything. The team isn't just thinking about the future, they're building it around him. The support is there, the setup is clear, and the message couldn't be louder. The Browns want Shedeur Sanders as their new face of the franchise. The countdown to his takeover has already begun. Now the spotlight's turning brighter than ever, and the whispers inside the Browns facility are growing louder by the day. Word is, Shedeur Sanders isn't just being groomed for the future. He's already making waves in practice. Teammates are reportedly saying his confidence is on another level, and coaches can't stop talking about his poise, accuracy, and how fast he's picking up the playbook. Something big is brewing in Cleveland, and it's starting to look like Shedeur's takeover isn't if, it's when. According to team insiders, the energy shifts every time Shadur steps on the field. Players respond to him differently. His leadership is magnetic, his presence commands respect, and even veterans are saying the kid's got that thing, the rare mix of calm and fire that great quarterbacks are built from. You can feel it in the locker room, and the media's finally catching on. What's even wilder is how fans are starting to rally behind him. Social media has been blowing up with clips from training camp, showing Shadur dropping dimes and running drills like he's been in the league for years. The same fans who once doubted him are now chanting his name, and that shift in public sentiment isn't by accident. The Browns' PR team is clearly feeding the hype, building momentum for the perfect debut moment. Insiders say Coach Kevin Stefanski has been quietly testing Shadur in key practice situations, late game drives, pressure snaps, and high-tempo drills. And word is, he's been nailing them. The coaching staff's tone has changed too, less about potential and more about readiness. Even a few players have hinted that Shedur's time might come sooner than people think. This isn't just about football anymore. It's about a movement. The Browns are tired of being the punchline, and they're betting everything on a new era led by Shedeur Sanders. The tension, the excitement, the pressure, it's all building towards something explosive. And when Shadur finally gets that chance under the lights, Cleveland might just witness the birth of its next superstar quarterback. So now the real question everyone's asking, is this Shedur's moment or just a master plan to light a fire under Dillon Gabriel? The tension in Cleveland is thick right now. Every interview, every press conference feels like it's building toward a breaking point, one where the Browns will finally have to choose who truly leads this team into the future. Some insiders believe this is all part of the Browns' long game. Keep Gabriel under pressure, keep Shadur hungry, and let the competition bring out the best in both. But others aren't buying it. They're convinced the writing's already on the wall. Shadur isn't just waiting for his turn. He's being prepared to take over the throne. Fans are split too. Some are saying Gabriel still deserves time to prove himself, especially after handling the early season chaos. But others are ready for a full-on switch, believing Shedur's poise, confidence, and leadership could change everything for the Browns. The atmosphere's electric, like everyone's just waiting for that one game, that one moment where everything flips. And let's be honest, the Browns know what's at stake. They've seen how fast public opinion turns in this league. If Gabriel doesn't bounce back fast, the crowd will be chanting Shedur's name louder than ever. The shift in narrative isn't random. It's building momentum step by step, setting up one of the most dramatic quarterback transitions Cleveland has ever seen. So what do you think, football fans? Is Shedeur Sanders really the future of the Cleveland Browns? Or is this just part of a bigger strategy to push Dillon Gabriel harder? Do you believe the Browns are truly setting Shadur up for greatness? Or could all this hype blow up in their faces if Gabriel suddenly locks in? How do you feel about this quiet but powerful shift in the story surrounding Cleveland's quarterback room? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more wild NFL updates and insider stories.